Well, good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today you have the Rhino. We're looking at a beer. Today's beer is going to be Back Alley Black Lager from Blackburn Brewing in Niagara Falls. Lots of interesting things with the name of this. There is a lot of back alley dealings in Niagara Falls. I would almost say that this brewery was a back alley dealing. No, I don't really know anything about this brewery other than it opened up in the summer. They are something like 30,000 square feet, I believe, or was it 10? It was in the tens of thousands of square feet for the venue itself. 35 hectoliter brew system, 100 hectoliter fermenters. Basically, they seem to be set up to service the beer store, to service the LCBO, and to service contract brewing, which is great, especially if the beer that they put out on their own is pretty good. So this is a black lager. I like black lagers, so I'm kind of excited about this. What do we got on here? We have 5% alcohol, 20 IBU. Oh, our local craft community. Our back alley dealings. So all the names of all their beers have something to do with the Niagara region, which I really do like, and some of them are pretty good. Anyway, our back alley dealings took a little bit of a different look a little bit different than most. To us, the goods are hops, malts, and yeast. So when we get the goods, they end up getting a great local craft beer. This lager took 3 shady deals to end up being drinkable. Okay, I don't know if their ink was running out, but the reason I can't read this is some words are really bold and some words aren't. So it's really fucking with my blind eyes. So I'm sorry I didn't get to your backstory very well. All I can say about back alley in Niagara Falls is there is back alley dealings in Niagara Falls. So thank you, Brian. That is beautiful. We're just going to put this beer right up there for right now. Mahogany brown through the light that I'm getting through the bottom. It does just look black. Oh, wait. You can see some of the like ruby red mahogany coming through. Off-white head. Nice snap, crackle, pop. Looks beautiful. Scent. Okay. Basically what I would expect from a black lager. You get a little bit of coffee, a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of char. Cheers, let's try it. Okay, again, I drink my beers at room temperature, as most people know. I do have to bring that up every once in a while because there's always somebody new to the channel. Off the first sip, no faults in this beer so far. Don't think there's going to be. Anyone that's going to buy a system that big would probably put a little bit of money into the brewer. Make sure you know what you're doing. Now, as most of you know, to me, Silversmith's Black Lager is the epitome of black lagers in Ontario. This is very akin to it, except at the same time, it's like a light version. It's like, it really is Silversmith Light, is what it is. It's Silversmith's Black Lager Light. Coffee flavor, chocolate flavor, roasty toasty flavor, charred wood. But none of it's overly powerful. It's just there. It's there to let you know there's flavor in your beer. It's there to let you know that you're drinking something nice. I actually would love to just get a 12-pack of these beers. I think Brian said these were about $3 a can. Somewhere between $2.50 and $3.50 was I believe what all of them ended up costing. And that's actually not a bad price range for what you're getting here. It's a 473 milliliter can in a economically hard time for some people, and in a industry that's already a little expensive, especially when you're figuring how large their footprint is. And unless they own that building, and if they own that building, they owe a shit ton of tax money, and if they don't own that building, they owe a shit ton of rent. That all being said, solid beer. Is it spectacular? Yes and no. It's spectacular in that it's a brand new brewery, and this is a solid beer that I could see myself sit down and drink a 12-pack of. It's not a spectacular beer in that it's not a blow your face off beer, and neither is any of the beers that they really had up for offer. I mean, they were all just, sorry, 1 second. Excuse me. They were all really just your average styles, but if they're all solid like this one, that can be a good brewery. I mean, Black Oak, I would make fun of Black Oak a lot over time. I love Ken. I love the guys that have worked at Black Oak. But what I would make fun of is the fact that they really, at the beginning, only had those two beers. They added some here and there. They have a sprinkling of like 4 or 5 seasonals throughout the year. But they rested on the Nut Brown and the Pale Ale, both of which were good beers. But nothing spectacular. They were just both very good, very solid, very easy to drink, and very approachable to drink at any point in time. But they only had 2 of them. These guys had 8 offerings. But they're all those type of styles. It's like, an amber, a regular lager, a pale, a black lager. Like, none of them were too strenuous of a beer, and that can be good, especially in the Niagara region when you're trying to fight for tap space and all that. I mean, this is something that could go into, what, they always wanted a dark beer at the casinos. This could be the dark beer that goes in, because the price point would be right for the casino to charge what they charge for a beer and still not be raping somebody over the coals. But and their size is big enough to make what the casino would need, and the beer is tasty enough and approachable enough that the average person could drink it if they wanted a dark beer. I like this beer. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. I really do enjoy this. Cheers. Thank you again, Brian. Back Alley Black Lager. Bye, guys.